about raising a child whose beliefs are different than mine. I would say it's not that different from what you are probably doing because our values are still the same. So I had explained on this earlier video that I just don't have a spiritual bone in my body. I don't have a need for it. I do sell a t-shirt that says just a neurodivergent atheist born to religious extremists. And like, I'm a seeker, as are many people who join cults, but there are enough big questions on this earth that I want to discover and enough books that I want to read that I just don't, it just doesn't, I don't need it at all. And neither does my husband. We both just hope that like when it's done, it's done. Our child, knitting cult baby, has the spiritual bone. She also has a little bit of an obsession with death, which may be because when she was born, her dad was flying for the most dangerous helicopter unit in the world, the one that went and got Osama, the 160th Special Aviation Operations Regiment. And I was a government trained expert on everything that could go wrong. My literal military area of expertise is how helicopter pilots die. And maybe some of that was imprinted on her a little bit, but she's always been afraid of what comes after or of death, and then she's always been interested. Also, this really funny piece. There was a good 2-year period, and it was right after we had moved to Maryland, that she would just like randomly pop up and tell people how many years they had left to live. And we were like, what? This is a weird thing. And then we realized she, at about 5, had heard that human life expectancy is about 80 years. And so at some point, the first time she met a new person, child or adult, she would ask them how old they were. And then she would go away and do the math and then pop up like this creepy little girl ghost and be like, you have 27 years left to live. Anyway, so she is into it. She's been to Catholic church. She accidentally got baptized in the Catholic church. That's a whole other story, so ask me sometime. But she's been to Catholic church a few times because her BFF is from a very Catholic family. But other than that, I haven't really exposed her to the church yet because I just don't want to give my child to such a violent, horrific religion, honestly. Like, staring at somebody dying on an ancient torture device is not my idea of child appropriate. However, I do let her believe in other things, right? So our values are be smart, be kind, and keep an open mind. That's the handshake she goes off to school every day with. We try to live our lives according to our personal values of not doing harm and not hurting other people. But the thing I've told her is like right now she wants to believe in heaven, and that's fine. Do I think she's always going to believe in it? Probably not, because she's growing up in a very non-religious family and she's just not having that inculcated into her. However, right now it's comforting for her to believe it. Death is terrifying, and if she wants to believe in that, great. But, however, one of the things I have told her, because cults always be promising space travel, promising something in the next life, on the next plane, in the next body, on another planet. And so one of the things I teach her is like, it's fine. It's fine to believe in heaven. It's fine to believe in another world. It's fine to believe in life after death. But don't compromise things in this life because of some promise in the next. And in fact, on my, I think it's my 10 commandments for good groups that are not cults, is what are you getting in return for your sacrifice and labor from this group in this lifetime? I'm Daniella, scholar of cults, extreme groups, and extremely bad leadership. I wrote a book called Uncultured about growing up in the Children of God religious cult and then going into the cult of the U.S. Army, where you can hear all about me as a child. You can get signed copies attached here or listen to the 5-point rated audio on Spotify Premium or anywhere else you get your audiobook.